All right, guys. So here's the deal. Like I said, this is I went on Amazon, looked at the reviews. I just wanted something, the level 1, that I could plug in that was reliable and not going to break my car. So this one was the Ecogenics. They did send a cool follow-up email, so they seem to be legitimate as far as, you know, sometimes you deal with some Chinese companies or whatever and not sure exactly what you're getting. Their follow-up is solid at least. So that's a good first start. Just make a mess here. It's like the unboxings right on top of my trash can because you're getting hood style with Dizzle. So we got the cable. What do we got here? Plug. So it's got the adapter for, it's like 220. And then obviously that plugs in. Normal. I also bought that 772 connector or whatever just for while I'm out, but I'll do a whole video on charging later. And all right, well, let's open it up and I'll plug it in and guess we'll see what's what, right? Warnings. I love warnings, but all right, cool. Be back with you in a minute. All right, I literally just plugged it in. Running like a 12 amp here, right? There's no other really switches or anything. So you can see right now, we got green, that's good. Flashing means charging. That's what we're getting right now. See, flashing. You can go up to 16 amp with the 220 or whatever. Right now we're just using the adapter on that, so 12 amp makes sense. Now we're just gonna go check the car itself. Blinking our little green Tesla sign. Let's see what we're actually getting on this bad boy. 1 kilowatt. Nice. That's hilarious. But let's see. Interesting times for sure. 1 kilowatt. Damn. I guess that's better than 0. But we'll see. 12 amps, 120 volt. Like everything else is making sense, right? So we'll see what it does. It's 11 a.m. I do have to run some errands here in like an hour, so we'll let it go for an hour or two and see what's up. 53% 11. Now we'll check in on it. All right, let's check on things. It's been a little over an hour. See how we're doing. Should we get this thing? Gotta get this thing washed. That's one of the things I gotta do today. So, there we go. It's interesting. See the time going way up right now? I don't know why it's doing that. Probably because I just got it and the air conditioning is turning on and stuff. So my only guess, it's like reevaluating perhaps what the situation is. I don't know. I don't know enough about this yet, you guys. Charging here, so I can tell you we went from 53 to 55% and we gained about 5 miles in an hour. So we gained 2% in an hour. Everything still showing 1 kilowatt, everything was good. Only thing that changed curiously is now it says over 24 hours. I'm wondering if that's because it was estimating at first and now it knows how slow this thing is. That's the only thing I can think. Hold on, let me turn this off. Yeah, so I think what it's doing, I just think, total guess here. It probably got smart after an hour and said, okay, I know what the real rate of charge is and this is gonna take a minute. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I mean, if it's, as long as this number is accurate, that's fine. Because 2% an hour, you know, overnight, 10 hours, 12 hours, then you're going to get 20 to 30% battery plugged in a day, even at this dog poo slow level, right? And again, this isn't the charger's fault. If you look it up, it's like the conversion for this is 1.4 kilowatts should be the expected optimum, but then you lose 0.2 to 0.3 on you know, just metal handoffs between connections and dissipation of energy and all that science crap. So overall, I think it's doing its job. Unfortunately, I have to drive right now. I have to go get food. I have to get the car wash. Got to do a bunch of things. So we're gonna go do that. So there'll be a part 2 of the video, or actually a part 3. There'll be a part 2 where I come back, plug it in, we'll see. And then tonight before I go to bed, we'll do another check-in and check the overnight numbers on it, okay? For you guys, that'll be like 5 minutes, but for me, it's gonna take like the next day. Anyways, we'll check back in. All right, here we are, round 2. I plug in, see what the damage was from earlier. All right, so we went down to 49% doing our errands. And again, remember earlier we were at 53 and we went up to like 55 or whatever. So here we go again. Now I'm not planning on leaving again till tonight, or not even sure if I'm driving again today. So we'll see what happens. 1 kilowatt. It's saying 19 hours to get to my 85%. We'll definitely drive before that, but we'll check in on it on the app or at the car. There we go, round 2. All right, guys, I had to run an errand, one more errand. We did get up to 58% charge. So that means, what, we were at 48 or so. So it's going up. I anticipate I'm not getting back in it again tonight. So it's about 9 o'clock. We're going to plug in here. I anticipate, again, this is my first time. I'm a virgin on this stuff. But I anticipate we wake up to high 70s. Now when I say wake up, I mean by the time I come out to the car, because I get up, I usually go to bed about 1 in the morning, and then I get up at like 9. So we'll see what 12, 13 hours does, and we'll come check it out. All right, guys, getting ready for bed, and I had to get something out of the car, so I figured we'd check in. It is just about midnight, and we're sitting at 61%. So we're doing okay. I noticed I had accidentally left Sentry mode on. Sentry mode doesn't in my car, you know, having it for a few days now. I noticed some people are like, oh, that's like 1% an hour. Not really. For me, it's about half, because I'll go to bed and wake up, come out 10, 12 hours later, and it's down like 4, maybe 5%. So for me, you know, your mileage varies. Sentry mode doesn't kill it that much, but I didn't want to have it on while doing the charging test. So it's going to be off now. So our starting point at basically midnight is going to be 61%. And you can see here, make sure it's showing up there, saying 12.5 hours to get to 85. Obviously it's not going to get to 85. I just set it to 85, so in case it goes past 80 for this test, I can be pleasantly surprised. And then we know miles don't really matter on this, but for those of you that want to see it, shows about 186 miles, 61%. And yeah, next time we pick it up will be in the morning, and we'll see what's going on with it. All right, here we are next morning. Let's see what it looks like. So last we checked, it was what, midnight? I think so. See what we got. 78%. Wow, you guys, I'm impressed. I'm impressed here. Let's see what we got. Nice. Pretty crazy, right? So we did from 49% to 78%, even with the drive. It's going down. That's pretty dope. This would work, man. It's cheesy, it sounds lame, but 1 kilowatt's enough if you have it at your house and you're not driving like, I mean, what would that be, 30, 40, 50 miles? You can charge 30 to 50 miles a day at your house with 1 kilowatt. Regular plug-in, just like your TV or your light. I think that's good. And I paid like a quarter of what the rate is for a supercharger, and I didn't have to drive anywhere. So I would consider home charging a success, even for the crappy 1 kilowatt option. It's probably healthier for the battery too, because it charges so slow. Awesome.